Japan to Maine to Arizona and everything spooky in between. The nerds have you covered for all things unpleasant and ghastly. That's the wrong ghastly. Join nerds doing nerd things as they present to you Nerd-Tober. From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The name's Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I don't know why, but you are.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to our second episode of this Nerd-Tober. We are talking about 2009's Coraline. Got my good old buddy, James. How you doing, pal?
Pretty good. And holy shit, 2009?
Yeah, this came out in 2009. Yeah, I was kind of surprised, too.
Huh.
But, dude, a lot has happened since the last time we actually had a Nerds show. Not a Nerds wrestling show, but a Nerds show. I happen to have had an incident that kind of caused us to not have an episode here or there. I can't get into it, but I'm good. We're doing Jeepers Creepers next week. I can't wait to see James's photo for that coming up next week. But, dude, these movies that we've been doing, I know Jeepers Creepers is kind of not anything close to this at all. But we're hitting some gems.
Oh no, they share the same aesthetic, honestly, in all truth. Some weird shit's going on.
Right? But I mentioned that because we did Frankenweenie. I enjoyed Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie was a lot better than, honestly, I was expecting it to be. Rewatching it 12 years after it came out, which was wild that I haven't watched it since. A little triggering at a certain point where...
Mm-hmm.
But not triggering, but you don't want to see it happen.
Yeah.
It's like when when you turn up on, if you want to watch it, you skip through the first 15 minutes because you kind of don't want to see.
Yeah.
But let's give you kind of the lay of the land when it comes to 2009's Coraline, directed by Henry Selick. Yes, it is not a Tim Burton movie. People think it is, but it's not. But yeah, this was based on Coraline by Neil Gaiman. This a book, which that name should sound familiar for people. Starring Dakota Fanning, Terry Hatcher, Jennifer Saunders, Dawn French, and Ian McShane. It was released February 6th, 2009. It's only got a 100-minute runtime, so it's a really nice, easy watch. It had a budget of $60 million and made that back 3 times, so $185.7 million. James, what are your thoughts of the premise of the movie? Because right on the theatrical poster, it says, "Be careful what you wish for," and I think that nails it right on the head.
So, me seeing that tag, actually, I remember the commercials for it, believe it or not.
I don't.
And, like, the commercial tag, like, be careful what you wish for. And me not knowing the premise, I'm like, oh, so it's just a kid-friendly version of Wishmaster. Got it. Ooh, that could probably still be pretty fun. And for anyone that has seen Wishmaster, major oof. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Trust me. Do it with the lights on. do it to teddy bear or just a blanket over your head. Trust me, because it's really fucked.
But yeah, I went into this movie completely blind. I think the only thing I knew were probably some Watch Mojo vehicles videos um of some of the weirdest stuff in scary movies or kids scary movies or Halloween style movies. And always I knew about the button eyes. That's the only thing I knew about it. So I basically went in blind. I liked it. I like this a lot. I liked it a lot more. I think I would have than if I saw it 10 or 15 years ago. Because I still was a bitch. But now I've kind of opened myself up to watching some scary movies or gory movies, Terrifier.
When you see 3, I got you.
I can't wait to go see 3 and see why everybody was leaving in the first 6 minutes of the movie. But yeah, Coraline. She's a girl that is adventurous and wants to just be herself and get what she wants, and that leads her into a lot of trouble when her parents don't do that. This remind you of it in a way?
Yeah.
With the mom on the other side being like a version of, could be like Pennywise.
Yeah.
Because I was watching and I was like, this is a little bit of a, I could see this, and it's cool now that I'm talking about it with somebody who's seen the movie. I swear we could have seen like a clown edit, like right at the end, where the deadlights like leaving Spider Mom.
Yeah.
Not that Spider Mom, because I don't want to watch Hereditary ever again.
Come on, let's do it. Make it a yearly thing. Heads will roll. I used to have that song saved on Spotify with the picture of Spider Mom.
No. Just so everybody in the back could hear me too.
I think people in other countries could hear you.
But I love how she goes through this door where she thinks she's dreaming, and she's getting everything she wants, and thinks she's getting everything she wants, to the point where I want to stay here forever, and then realizes, wait, I don't. And just when you get what you wanted, you realize you actually didn't want it. And that's when the whole thing turns topsy-turvy for her. James, how did you like the pacing of this movie, of how everything kind of happened?
So honestly, I didn't know how the pace was going to be handled with this movie. Like, I walked in blind like you did, because I've only seen trailers for this movie. I've seen figures for this movie. Hell, I still see that, like, the doll at work, all right? So I barely knew anything. All I knew was just button eyes and creepy mom, because of, DeviantArt. No, don't worry. The safe page, the safe side of DeviantArt. Trust me, the safe side.
Gotta specify that.
Yeah, you definitely have to. I felt the pacing was really good. It was really nice. It was slow when it needed to find a lot of things and let you know the peculiarness that you're about to enter. And some of the slight references you got at the beginning, came full circle at the end. I love when movies really catch on now. I like when they really take the time to give the fans, hey, we talked about this at the beginning. Here you go. It's happening now. I like that. Like, I like that in this movie. It was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, I can't figure out the word.
Yeah, I'd say as a viewer, it was kind of gratifying to have everything they tell you, they show you, and by the end of the movie,
yep,
it's all in a bow. It's an open closed story, but I really love how they did it. They sprinkled it. You start seeing some of the characters around Witch Mom, or whatever you want to call her, not Mom, or Mom number 2. You see some of the characters around over there that she's in control of everything, and how the dad is, or how oh God, I can't remember his name. Whiny, Whipley, or whatever. No, it's not Whipley. Hold on.
Whibley. I really appreciate it.
YB.
There you go.
I knew it was something weird like that, because it's like, why were you born kind of thing. That's where you got the name from. Where he wanted to tell Coraline, "You're in trouble,"
Yep.
but the minute he said something, somebody else tells her that he kind of went, kind of he's unalived now because of he wanted to help Coraline. And just wish that, by the way, spoilers, but we're well past spoiler territory. We've been talking about the plot, the story. This makes me want to go back and read the novel that it's based off of.
Oh,
And
so
it's by Neil Gaiman, so it's going to be great. It's the same guy that did The Sandman. This movie was good. It's an easy watch. It paints a lesson to be careful what you wish for, because what you're wishing for might not be exactly what you wanted. And it does it in such a way where it has you for those 100 minutes. I honestly, this would be something I wouldn't mind if they turned it PG-13 and made it live action.
oh. Yes. Dude, could you imagine a body horror you'll see in live action?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
PG-13 or a rated R version of Coraline.
Mm-hmm. That would be fun. HBO, get on it right now. Make it serious. Let's go.
You ain't wrong. I'd be for that. But again, very surprised on how good this was.
Yes.
Where would you rank this in our 2 movies we've done for Halloween? Because I know you've seen Frankenweenie.
Yes.
And
I actually both versions saw the live action from the 1980s and then this one.
I think, wasn't that live action one just a short though?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Counts.
No. I'm just saying. I just wanted to verify because I remember watching it. I just don't remember watching it.
All right. So I will put Coraline or Caroline.
She fixed those people a couple times. It's like, no, it's Coraline.
So sassy little girl. I would kind of put it in my first place until we review Jeepers Creepers. Then it's a different story. I'll fall second. It was around that time period. I was looking for really weird stuff, and if I would have known this movie was in that weird, almost horror kid genre, I would have definitely stuck to it like glue.
Yeah.
And now I'm more into it. So this movie, it hit my daily request of a movie. Weird people, body horror, button eyes, a mom, transforming over here like Frieza's second form. All things I really enjoy.
Yeah, I love how Coraline had to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be like, oh, we're just gonna take out your eyes. Yes, let's just do this. I also love the story behind it. That mom was a fucking nut. That she killed like 4 other kids. And that Coraline also in turn set those kids free to the afterlife. Now they're not trapped. Now they can freely go to the haunted mansion.
No, they'll probably appear in another weirder, Tim Burton-esque movie.
Yeah, and honestly, I was really shocked about that. I thought this was a Tim Burton movie the whole way until I watched the movie and I was like, he's not even attached to it. What?
How do you get Tim Burton energy and you're not Tim Burton?
You're damn good.
Yeah.
But
I came in expecting Tim Burton, and finding out it was a Tim Burton, I was like, so it's this Tim Burton era energy genre? And I'm like, I guess so. So I was like, I went in thinking weird, but I got Tim Burton, and Tim Burton is normal, not weird. Stick with me, people. That'll make a lot of sense one day.
One day. Someday. But James, I gotta give you a huge shout out, and everybody, please, in the chat, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, this man does a great job with these artworks. They are so good. I love how they get what we want, but they're his style. I love your style with the cartoony comic book kind of drawings. It's so nice, it's refreshing, and congratulations from being in a book. You got your artwork put into a book.
I'll post it in the actual on the actual page. You're probably in the group chat too, because dude, that was something crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Got the email saying, "Hey, congratulations, we're throwing you in here," and he was like, "Yeah, just pick any of the heroes you want to draw." So they were World War II inspired characters. I don't mind if you. I hope you don't mind me going into this.
No, go for it.
So he has a bunch of domain characters. I'm gonna post them in the group. Try to see if he wants to join the Facebook page. Kind of get him a little bit out there. The guy's really cool, down to earth, amazing person. Gave me a lot of information on the character I chose. So I chose a speedster. I didn't get the name fully, only because of the fact that I was more attached to the physical look of her. She has a Rorschach face mask thing on there, where it's like just no face whatsoever. Still cool as crap. We're gonna see if we could do more stuff, get directly in there, and hell, who knows? Maybe I'll get some tips from him and actually do a comic like you want me to do.
Dude, I how long have I been saying that?
God.
Yeah. Like, you don't necessarily have to write the comic, just draw it. Anybody could write it.
Get
just
a good
not me.
writer. I used to do comics when I was in elementary, going up to middle school. Me and my friends used to have our own little DBZ thing going on. We had like, I think over 100 copies there. Sad. Dude, it was cool. It was fun.
So this was our Coraline review. Talk to us in the comments about what your favorite part of the movie was. What did you think of the movie? Hit that like button, subscribe. James, with all your beautiful artwork, where could people see it?
All right, guys. You can actually see my art on Instagram. Why'd I do it like it was going to pop up for me? I don't have that ability.
And like Vanna White just bing.
That'd be actually really cool if it did. I'd be a little freaked out to see something just 4 dimensions, just boom, right there. Guys, you can find me on Instagram, JFairArt. You can find me on TikTok.
Yep.
I think I'm JFair on there too. I don't know. If not, look up Black Ranger content and you're bound to see this handsome face. Well, other than that, we're making money moves over here, guys. So,
yep. You are JFair001.
Yeah. I couldn't do 009 because it was already taken. That would have been a Cyborg 009 reference, guys. That would have been so cool. But we're here.
I appreciate everybody jumping in. I can't wait to see what kind of artwork you make for Jeepers Creepers next week. That's going to be cool. And I'm very excited to talk about it because a couple weeks ago, Paul, Susie, co-host Susie, and myself sat down and watched it. And everybody was talking it up so much. And then I watched it. And that's where I'm going to stop it.
Oh, no.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe. We'll see you probably Sunday for our next wrestling episode. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row with over 1,000 views. Yeah, you just disappeared. You showed the John Cena thing, and then your whole body just dipped out for a second. Bye, everybody.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.